What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
It's good with you.
Yeah.
Chopping wood.
Heavily.
Chopping wood. Carrying water, bro.
Yeah. What's good with you?
What's good,
Luther?
Hey, chillin'. Frankie Lyman.
Okay.
Frankie Lyman. Ooh, why do? Oh,
That's who you relate.
Woo!
what y'all know about that Frankie?
You see this
what's
show
about-
there?
You look like you could be a Frankie.
Hey, boy.
Hey, there you
Hey, y'all
got
ever
it.
watch that movie?
Uh-uh.
Oh, y'all gotta
What
watch
is
it. He a real singer, black singer.
Okay, but what's
With
the
Jerry
movie?
Curl.
Frankie Lyman.
Is the name of it?
Yeah.
Frankie Lyman movie called Frankie Lyman.
Yeah, Frankie
By
Lyman.
Frankie Lyman.
Starring Frankie Lyman.
Directed by
I
Frankie
forget the name.
Lyman.
I forget the name for real though. I do forget the name, but it's a story about him basically
Okay.
and his career in the music industry.
I like them type of movies, man. That's my joint right there.
Yeah.
Especially when they be black.
music.
Especially
The
when they be
guy
black.
married somebody, left her, married another woman while he was still married to that woman.
Ain't that odd?
So he was married to three different women at one time. So the story is about them in court, and then they all telling their story when they had them, basically.
Oh.
Dang.
It's nice. It's something to watch. It's okay.
That's a life to live right there, man.
Why do?
It's a life to live right
Hey,
there.
Frankie.
All right, let me do the intro.
Huh?
Yeah. Welcome, folks. It's been a minute since we, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm out here. I haven't shaved since the last pod. Just keep it.
Since the last part.
Keep it G, man. But we want to welcome you to the Cypher,
Doo-doo.
the Hyper,
Doo-doo.
the Humbler
Bum, bum, bum.
podcast. And I'm your host with my co-host. And we out here hosting this show tonight for
Yeah.
y'all.
No.
I guess we already said.
What you
Guess
say?
we already said what's up. Hey, it's been a minute since we did this, so it's like a lot of stuff that we.
Man, it's so
World
much to
is
cover,
going
man.
downhill.
You feel like it's going downhill?
I feel like we there.
That's
We
because
done
that nigga lost the last few games this week.
Locked, be locked and loaded, bro. You gotta be prepared.
Talking about, hey, going to a therapy session real quick. How did you
Gotta
talk
be
basketball, bro?
Nah, we ain't gonna talk about basketball.
Yeah, what's it, man?
Not too
Everything
much.
is just bad right now.
It is. It really is.
Nah, man, I ain't taking that.
Hey, we can't take it, but the reality is,
I ain't taking that.
Man,
look, it is
we
what it
need
is.
laser guns by now.
They're coming.
I'm with it.
We ain't. Hey, we gonna talk about
Set
that.
your phasers to stun.
Hey, imagine that. You get beamed up, Scotty, around here. You know what I'm saying?
Teleport tubes.
All right, we're getting to it, man. As well, just get straight to that.
Listen, man.
Let's get it.
What
Go
is it?
crazy.
Let's get it,
What's
bro.
the headline?
What's,
I mean, y'all,
what's the
y'all know
headline?
what it is.
Headliner.
UFOs.
UFO.
ET phone homes.
Not a
Up
type
there.
of thing that just
They
happens
like they
every
flying
once in a
above our
while.
head. It's him up there on the
Right.
bicycle
You know what I'm saying? Talking about frequent sightings.
with his finger, bro.
more frequent than you can imagine, and so much so that the Congress has had a hearing and they did the go crazy.
They did what now?
Bro,
Repeat that one more time.
the yada that I mean.
Congress had a hearing. Let me be even more detailed.
Okay.
Congress had a hearing
Right.
with former military whistleblowers
Well.
on UFOs.
Well.
Yada that I mean.
Now that I mean.
Listen, man. I need every imaginable gun from every video game created. For me personally. I need all licenses for those guns and weapons to be created.
Okay.
If aliens are real, bro,
All licenses.
which they are, let's go ahead and dive into flying cars. I need a
That's already out.
hoverboard that hovers.
They got one. They just about to
Straight
drop
through.
one already. Flying car?
Yeah.
They got one that just.
Yeah, we're hovering over water and stuff already. They didn't
I know about the water.
It didn't turn into a sport now.
This is the question.
That's
how much of that shit do you think is reverse engineered alien technology?
Bro, they've been showing us that since the fucking MCU movies. Before the MCU movies. Independence Day.
But listen to what he asked though.
Listen.
Reverse. He said reverse.
You don't hear me though.
Reverse engineering. Yeah. To my
Let's
what
break,
are we
let's
on
break
right
that
now?
down first because they need to understand.
Recording devices.
For those who don't understand, because he asked that question in a specific way, and that's very, very important.
Wow.
Huh?
No, for real.
Reverse engineered.
You gonna take it away? Or?
I mean, just think about it, bro. If they so if you watch sci-fi movies and whatnot, when you see an alien spaceship,
Mm-hmm.
it's what? They usually got like holograms or something to control it, right? You see what I'm saying? They usually got holograms to control the joints or whatever. So we are literally physically touching holograms through phones because there's a screen there. If it wasn't and it was projectile to your vision and your liking of in front of you in 3D, it would be a hologram. So the reverse engineering is there, except it's to our liking where we can kind of, like you said earlier, get used to it.
Mm.
Swerve.
You hear me?
That's one way to think. Ladies and gentlemen. The scientific exploits and knowledge base
Man.
of Alessandro, man. When you
Hey.
put a couple of things together, that's what you get.
If
I
that
can see
made
what you're
any
saying.
sense at all.
It was like a few parts I had you, but then I lost you sometimes. It was like the holograms, the phones in the hologram. We using the phone as a hologram. No,
Yep, it has. Okay, so the phone has a screen, right?
facts.
They don't have I would say the technology that they want to project to us
Mm-hmm.
as abundant.
Who's that?
I mean, whoever is creating this shit, man. Like, there's knowledge about all of this as far as it being created.
Mm.
But if you think about it, if you still projecting a light, because that's what it's projected through the phone, which is a light.
It is like.
If it's projecting the image into the 3D, then it becomes a hologram that you can touch. But we can't touch it because we haven't achieved that aspect of technology yet. At least to the public.
Is this why you asking for guns?
Yeah. Listen, y'all not. That's all I want. I just want
I
the
don't
weaponry.
think I'm at that level mentally yet where I can
want the
put
weaponry.
all
That's
them things
it.
together yet. That's
Cause you said reverse engineering. It's like, bro, for technology to jump from a phone that you dialing with hard.
That's why I was saying.
So you saying you think the iPhone is a reverse engineer from the alien tech?
Yes,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
okay,
Oh,
I
okay.
can see that.
That's
Yep.
what I'm saying.
I can see that.
iPhones are reverse engineered from alien tech.
That may be one.
Yeah.
I think.
But remember in the conversation the guy was talking about how they did that. And that's how they able to find them or whoever this entity is that they been chasing or whatever.
Man, I think a lot of the
Through
military
reverse
tech-
engineering. You know what I'm saying?
I think that radar. I think some
Yeah.
of the radars that they made that could to detect them was reverse engineered
Right,
from some of their
exactly,
technology. That plane that can disappear. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Yup.
right. Cause look, I'm gonna tell y'all something so weird about this conversation. Last night, a helicopter went over my head and I could not see it.
I'm about to say L was visited by one of them.
No, boy, I would have been came over here quick
Listen.
at y'all door like, bro, wake up. No, but y'all seriously though, it's like I think it's been some reverse technology in everything, kind of like what you tapping into, just not on this level.
Gee, they asked one of the witnesses if we had any technology like that, or if any of our adversaries had any technology like that, they was like no. And then they was like, does this technology appear to break the laws of physics as we know it? And that was just like absolutely, you know what I'm saying?
Indubitably.
Absolutely, positively.
So that
my
means
boy.
now, see, that's why when I be having a conversation about truth versus facts, that's why I be having this conversation, because now, if we totally are led by facts, and facts are the thing that is objective, then we have to rearrange all our facts now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because now we have something that has broke
Hormonal lady.
all our understanding of physics and everything, right? And we have to
Life as we
redefine
know it.
everything. You know, so this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Bro, this is
All
how
right,
we
I got
enter
a-
the
I got a
Galactic
question.
Federation. Bro.
Exactly. And think about it. Okay, see, and
This is what I was thinking when you was asking. This is what I was thinking when you was asking about, like, yo, why are they giving us this information right now? I'm like, I think it's a dude named Michio Kaku. You know about him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He like a futurist, physicist, all of that. And so, metaphysicist.
Yeah.
But he be talking about like how there's different tiers to civilizations galactically. You know what I'm saying? And like
Damn.
and like we're basically bottom tier. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We haven't developed to
Because
a certain
our
level
intelligence, the all the
Environment.
people, yeah. And see,
War.
but see, that's why
Yeah.
I'm glad he mentioning that, because that's what I think we're leading into. Because think about this, because of COVID and everything, they trying to make up for the less productivity we had at that moment, right?
Right.
Reason why they raised inflation and everything to try to force us back to the workforce. But the new generation is deciding to be entrepreneurs, like yourself. You know what I mean? Like y'all want to work for yourself more than you want to do work for these jobs, like my generation was branded to do, right? And so that means they have to worry about productivity. And so that's where the robotics come in, right? But
Right.
if the robotics come in, that means some of the middle class get swiped away, right?
True.
So that means that whoever is developing their mind and their skills right now versus the ones that are not doing it, if the middle class get knocked out, that means we only have a high and a low society. I think the ones that are tapping into the skills and actually learning everything, they are the high society, becoming the high society now. You see what I'm saying? Versus the ones that are maybe homeless and
Right.
not keeping up with the technology and everything that is happening right before our eyes. Like we're transitioning into something right as we speak.
Yeah.
And think about this. It's about to be a cashless society.
We got to do that.
You
Star
know what I'm
Trek and
saying?
Star Wars say we got to be using credits.
Exactly. Then they coming out with the
Credits,
digital
on your
dollar
look- on
at the
your
same
look device.
time. You see what I'm saying? Digital dollar, aliens come.
Man,
you know
it's
what I'm
all
saying? Middle
circling
class.
in this
They
thing, G.
trying to recover the
Fuck that.
working
Everything
population.
we talked about on the pod for the last 10 episodes.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's the other thing they got going on? They got some other stuff going on that's alien too.
Man, listen. I got a question for two historians. They've been here. Where is it in the history books?
What you mean?
The aliens?
The aliens.
I mean, the people been talking about Nephilims and all that stuff for the last 8 years or so, I say. So I think that's what makes them more comfortable to even come to us with this information, because we hadn't tapped into it a little bit. Even if we weren't accurate with it, I think we have touched it in some type of way. That kind of let them know that, okay, the society is expanding, getting more intelligent, able to accept certain things.
I
So,
think it's
you know,
I think though, like aside from the like magnified look on it, where you go and say what this many people to be displaced from their job from a macroeconomic standpoint, and then this will happen, and you know how will food be distributed, something like that. But like on a bigger scale, it's like if you can guarantee that everybody eats, you can guarantee that everybody has a home,
Right.
then you lose the requirement for gainful employment in a certain aspect.
right?
And you can only have all of those things if you have a society that's able to manifest that. You know what I'm saying? That comes with a level of intelligence. That comes
Absolutely.
with all the building that we've done over the last 2,000 years. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And all of that was done under a level of collaboration between governments.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely small societies.
And you asked the question where in history where aliens spoke of the gods of Egypt, the gods of Sumer, the gods of, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been being talked about, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, some people will argue that they helped build the pyramids or gave us the technology to do that. So put all of that stuff together, and it's like, okay, we at a level where the mass development of society has already gotten to 2,000 years plus later.
Exactly.
And
exactly what I'm saying.
We're finally at a point where, from a galactic civilization standpoint, we might be able to move over the hump if we could get enough people to buy into this new reality.
Yeah, bro, because we've been exposed to radiation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're living in radiation.
Right.
New Earths, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
New Earths that we was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's like we're evolving as all of that is going on. Imagine the things that was sometimes harmful to us, and then we begin to adapt to it.
Like breathing in
because
space.
We've been living it in low frequencies. You know what I'm saying? In lower frequencies, and then
can't do that yet.
You know, not to say how much that's probably eating you up. You know what I'm saying? You know, as much as we don't know. But because I was always thinking this, because even when I was thinking about us living in radiation, I'm like, I think a day gonna come where we gonna have to be living in those suits. You know what I'm saying? You can tell what planet.
If we stay on Earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you have to actually have like
new worlds to live on,
bro. Look, hey, boiling.
Wow.
They just said we just went from global warming to global boiling.
Global boiling.
For real?
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay, so the ozone layer is what give us a protective layer from getting absolute sun rays. Mm-hmm. And so there's been, since the industrial companies have come into play, that ozone layer has been getting thinner and thinner, which is allowing the sun. That's why it might seem a little hotter humidity today than it was back when I was a child.
Right.
Because it's so-called the ozone layer is supposed to be. Right. So it's kind of like why the North, is it the North or the South Pole that they was talking about melting and stuff like that?
The polar caps.
Yeah. So I think that has something to do with that as well because of the ozone layer.
Former definition, the concept of global boiling reflects a transition from global warming towards a more intense period of heat waves, climate-related disasters, and extreme weather patterns. We just seen all of that. Texas freezing over.
Right, and see that's why I'm saying with all this stuff happening, and they're trying to compensate for everything right now.
Right.
It's like we are on trying to fix everything. Because it's kind of going haywire a little bit. And I don't mean like they don't have some control, but there are some things that I feel like they're losing control of. And so they try, whether it's population control, you know what I'm saying, when you talked about food, you know, in regards to our intelligence and everything, like they're trying to do everything they can. That's why they coming with the fake food, fake meat.
You got
fake
to.
meat.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about them.
You got to.
Yeah.
Bro, fake meat, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, if you want to eat meat and protect the planet, at some point we're going to have to find a way to do it without having these massive farms and these animals.
Absolutely. Because now we're getting to a point where we're putting the animals in hostile environments because they're trying to produce so much to try to keep everybody fed, and that's a real problem.
I mean, they got y'all to eat vegan meat. That was the first step.
You feel like that was you feel like that was enough?
Yeah, I knew it was. I knew that, like, because it's like, bruh, like you caught up in trying to save the planet and not eat processed meat, but you eating. Like, you eating this mush of chemical things put together that you know what I'm saying, and now it's
my point exactly.
So it's like it's probably more pure than some of the fake meat they already got.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you know they've been doing this for years, man. Like when I was growing up, they was putting some pink stuff with the ground beef. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like they been trying to
Yeah.
come up with an answer. You know what I'm saying?
They've been testing it and it's been
To
working.
feed the masses.
They've been
Yeah.
testing it and it's been working. They've been getting 6'5", 254.
They have, man. These
size
kids, man.
No, think about it. Because the ones that can eat good, and the families that got the money to feed their kids good, them kids tall.
Tall.
You know
Tall
what
is
I'm
all.
saying? And
Get
then
out.
once the kids in the hood, they short, slim,
stubby.
Straight up.
yep, and
Malnourished.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
Sickly even.
Man, look, bro.
Crazy.
That's
Hey,
the
this
game.
real talk right here. You hear me?
Real talk.
This real talk.
And
right
on
here.
another note too, I think it's multiple races of aliens. Just like they said, it was multiple shapes of ships.
Mhm.
Them may not all be the same joints.
You right.
Like, it's aliens that come from out of space, and it's aliens that come from inner Earth, probably.
Okay.
It's layers to the Earth.
So I'm glad you said that
You know what I'm
because
saying?
the ones that are inner Earth, I feel like are demons.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I feel like I can't say.
And that's
well,
me being
all of them.
far fetched because I don't have no information, but just me looking at it and stuff I know,
Right.
it makes me think like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's some type of variations of spiritual entities
Versus-
between all of them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
they're different races. They got different. You know what I'm saying? Some of them may be neutral. You can't assign to them whether they.
Man,
you
for
know
real,
what I'm
because
saying?
even
Like,
the Bible talks about angels coming down sleeping with men and creating these other creatures that were like super strong and everything.
But I bring the ones that go crazy.
I'm about to say that Enoch was Enoch was before the flood, wasn't it?
Enoch was during that time, and
Okay.
actually he judged the angels that was in the
Mhm.
event that came when they came down and slept with the women
Mm-hmm.
and taught them the secrets of heaven.
Hmm.
That's why the angels got in trouble because they were teaching men the secrets of heaven. That's where Harry Potter and all that stuff come from. That's why by the time Moses got to the Pharaoh and he threw his staff down and turned it to a snake, they weren't amazed by it because they was already operating in the secrets of heaven and were able to do the same thing he did. But God was showing them that his power was more. That's why his snake ate theirs.
What? How crazy is this type of truth though, y'all?
Hold on, before we even leave that, I also think I'm still on the aliens on Earth.
Yeah.
I don't think I think some of them are beings, like living beings.
Like human
That
beings,
also
like a
inhabit-
different homo type of,
Maybe not homo at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just a whole nother species,
whole nother
that
joint.
we just had never encountered
Yeah.
before.
And I think they may live in Antarctica because there's been some stuff that's like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know
Absolutely.
much about it.
Absolutely.
Right. You
And-
can't even go there.
And the effects that we've had on the planet
Mhm.
has forced them to have to be like, hey, yo, what y'all got going on?
Man,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
And that's part of what we dealing on one side, and then you probably got another political thing going on another side from outer space.
I agree,
joints.
bro.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. It's too much to
Dang,
even
man.
just try to say it's this or that.
Can I just get? Listen, I just want lightsabers then.
Like,
Like
I want lightsabers.
I want me
I
too.
I want a
Yeah.
lightsaber. G.
That'll
I
Give
work.
want
me
to
a-
learn how to throw
give me a lightsaber.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That part.
y'all think they got both telekinesis and
Hell yeah.
Telepathy?
If they say that
Hell
it
yeah.
did jam their technology
right on,
when they was getting close to them, I think that's not far fetched.
They got quite a few things for sure.
We
that they
know that definitely there are situations where from other entities that could not be identified that there were some of that type of activity going on. There are many, many articles on that.
Okay.
can- Yeah, no,
Okay.
they definitely.
Yeah,
they own
yeah. So
something
that's
with
not far fetched at all.
that. They don't own something with that for sure, G.
Man, yeah, that topic right there, man. Look, there's so much going on with that.
When
I
was
want
the
to read
first alien movie made?
the first
Shit, probably the
alien
first
movie.
time they started seeing them in the 50s.
Man, for real.
When was the first alien movie? You said the 50s?
Heck yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it, G.
50s is right
When they
around,
first
yeah.
started really seeing
Because
them like that,
E.T. was based off in the 50s or the late 60s.
I thought it was the
or something.
60s.
It was
Probably the
it was
60s.
early in history. I know that.
Because 60s is when they started
No, it was
trying
the
to go
70s.
out of space. That's probably what prompted niggas to try to go out of space.
That's definitely what prompted niggas to go out of space.
Yeah.
Remember Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers.
Already.
Dark Side of the Moon.
That's my favorite one.
That is my
Hey, all
Shout out
that,
to you,
favorite
Shia
one.
LaBeouf. Hey man, you gotta come on the show.
all that gotta be real.
You gotta come on
bro.
the show. You know something, Shia LaBeouf.
He can't
You
say
know
nothing,
something.
man. He can't say nothing, man. We
I
gotta
know.
protect that
We
man.
know. We know
We gotta protect that man.
Okay.
Man, what you got next for us, man?
what's going on out here.
It's hard to say what I want to say next. It's a lot of basketball stuff in this stuff, man. A lot of
Hey,
stuff
man,
going
let's-
on.
Oh, you heard about Young Bronny?
Yes, I
Okay.
I did hear about that.
Crazy thing that happened. When me and Jay heard about it, this brother immediately was like, it's probably that COVID vaccine shot.
Possible.
Man, that's crazy. You said that.
And they said that the following day. Stephen A was on the air saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's very, very possible because that was a trial. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because usually, scientifically, it takes about 5 years to come up with a real good vaccine. But they had to hurry up and do that
Right.
because people were dying and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's what it is. I feel like, we all kind of knew.
Yeah,
It's a possibility.
I mean, true enough, but it was just like, with it being Bronny, it was just like some people you think that's untouchable, but we're all human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
It's a reality check, of
Yeah.
course. But, that's all speculation at this point.
right, and I want them to really get to the bottom of it and be truthful about it and not sweep it under the rug.
Right.
Because I in one instance it's like, yeah, like Bron is, he's at a certain level that he is, and he doesn't have to be as public with everything that he does, especially not this. And I can understand why you wouldn't want to be that public with it. But if it had anything to do with the vaccine and they find that out, I think it's important for that to be released. Just
Absolutely.
because it's like,
For sure.
same reason you are shocked. It's like that man comes from the genes of one of the healthiest players
Right.
of all time.
Right.
And it's him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No,
At
he eating good.
18,
Man.
No, he eating good.
what is it that we do? Is there some type of health, something that we don't know that is being held back so that he doesn't get, certain types of marks on him for when he's
Right.
going to the NBA, until he get his contract. Then we find out like, oh, he always had something go wrong with him, or is it this other theory? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, please don't leave us in the wind, because we would like to know. Mostly because we've been talking about or speculating that this has been the cause of a more rapid or frequent happening of these types of cases happening
Man,
in
a
young
lot
athletes
more.
recently.
Exactly.
And we keep seeing that shit get swept under the rug, and every time I look it up, they be like, "There's no evidence." But what did you say?
But
The evidence of absence isn't the absence of evidence. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
Boondocks, by the way.
Yeah.
So that part is what's got me like, hey, let's make sure it is what it is, or it is what it ain't.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
right,
And
right.
let
Straight
us
up.
know so that they can't. Because when it happens this publicly on somebody like that,
You leave everybody in speculation.
For sure.
Yeah,
And that's
like-
what you don't want to do.
Right.
and especially at this time, they've already done it. They did it with, what was his name? Darvin Ham? No, not Darvin Ham. It's dang, I can't think of his name.
There was somebody recently.
Yeah,
Buddy that passed out on the field in the NFL game, played for the Bills.
I can't think of his
Yeah,
name.
it was that. There was one on the court too, wasn't it?
Yup. A kid in another
I think
kid
he was
in
in
college.
college.
Yup.
Yeah.
Kid in college. A couple kids this whole year
They just fell on
been
the
passing
court.
out. Kids
Yeah.
in AAU ball
Yeah.
been passing out.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting the same treatment. Well, there's no evidence conclusive that this, but it's like, well, how much are y'all putting
Are
in
y'all
on
even
that
looking
study?
into
Right.
it?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
and so when it happens to someone like Bronny,
Right.
who's, you know what I'm saying,
Man.
it's like this is a perfect opportunity to shed the real light on it.
Mhm.
At
So
this
we can
moment.
deal with it.
Exactly.
And deal with it and get it right.
For sure.
I totally agree, man. Like,
Pause for 2 seconds. I'm gonna stop this.
Yeah, man.
Arrow, I'm trying to synchronize. Hold on. Are you gonna keep going now? Okay, it's still moving. All right, keep going, there, Jay.
Yeah, them cases have been big, man, and we used to think it was like malnourishment and this, that, and the third, but as of the last 2.5, a year and a half, man, I can probably, it's probably in the upper 20s, 30 cases in a year. Yeah. Just seeing that, bro, being a coach is just like, bro, what in the world is going on? Because we be pushing kids till they freaking pass out, throw up, all types of stuff.
Mm.
But to be in the middle of a game and you pass out?
Yeah, man, that's tough. Because I've seen, the one time that the first time I ever seen that happen was with Reggie Lewis played for Celtics.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he died.
On TV?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, in the middle of the game.
Crazy.
Go look up Reggie Lewis when y'all get a chance. Shout out to Reggie Lewis family. For real. Yeah, that's some real serious stuff, you know what I'm saying? And and I totally agree. They have to get notification, and that's the part too where they make us not trust them because they disclose this type of information when they know they are in the wrong. Mm-hmm. And that's why I be saying what I be saying sometimes when I be trying to just do talking to those that need to hear it. It's like, as long as y'all keep doing that type of stuff, y'all in that same essence making things worse. Mm-hmm. You're not helping the cause by trying to be quiet and cover stuff up so many times. Look, we have become intelligent. I think everybody in America is strong enough to handle the truth. But those that ain't, we have the other ones that are in their corner that can get a grip of them and get them, you know what I'm saying, up to code and everything about what's going on. But I think we're mature enough now where we can start sharing this type of information. You don't have to feel so much that you have to hide everything. I know some stuff causes people to panic and stuff, so I understand, you know what I mean? Like, some information people just can't handle, especially when it comes to their security. Yeah, you know what I mean? People will go crazy. We know COVID came, you know, all the tissue was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, people going Lysol crazy. And
there was so much stuff.
You know what I'm saying? All the nurses, they was using iodine to protect themselves in that whole situation.
Because they ain't have enough PPP.
Real, yeah.
Protective.
What else we got, brother?
Oh, man, hey, all of that happened. What was we even just talking about?
We was talking about aliens first, Bronny.
Then we went to Bronny, then we started getting into COVID and him possibly falling out because, you know, it could be a shots.
You know what? You know who was probably going to tell on everybody and just tell the truth right then and there? Jeff Van Gundy, Jalen Rose, Max Kellerman.
Already.
Bro.
And everybody else they got fired over there.
Yeah. Hey, don't stop. Like, hey.
Listen, man. ESPN, I wrote a paper about these dudes way back in the day. And I always knew they was on some, it's
a lot of politics with that stuff, man.
They contracts suck.
I feel like if anybody had the best contracts at ESPN, it was probably Jeff Van Gundy.
Already. Gotta get them boys out of here.
That's what I said. They had to get them niggas out of there. Like,
But I think that's predicated on what you was talking about with the whole economics thing.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is.
Big facts. Disney owns
ESPN as of late, yes.
And they got Bob Iger back. And that was just probably one of his things. Like
Bob Iger?
Yeah. He is like the Steve Jobs of Disney.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Right now. You know what I'm saying? So
where's the Disney
Walt Disney
family?
head is in the freezer somewhere type shit.
Yeah, we know that, Futurama. Yeah. We know that for sure.
That nigga walking around like dude on Ninja Turtles.
That's what they're
Rain
waiting
in the
on,
middle of his bed, you know what I'm saying?
That's what they're waiting on.
No, seriously. And so you didn't finish watching Transformers, but when you go back and watch it from where you left off, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. I don't want to say nothing yet till you see it. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell what they want to aim towards in regards of the new technology.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man.
So we're gonna say that for the next episode.
Right, next episode is a review.
The revelation of the end of Transformers.
Oh, okay.
Slash the end of the world.
All I know is that they want to try.
It's a whole new world.
Crazy.
Like, I'm telling you, man. What
I'm
y'all?
gonna watch it silently in my own.
Yeah, man. You gotta go. Yeah. So you can really just
I'm gonna watch
capture
it.
everything because you need to pay attention to everything. They really saying a lot in that movie. There's little nuggets here and there,
You know what?
little Easter eggs.
I bet I can guess one thing that they was alluding to.
I bet you can off the top of your head.
That started the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
The World Health Organization declares sweetener in Diet Coke a cancerous carcinogen.
Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely.
This is why we told y'all when you was drinking Coke, you're drinking battery acid.
Like, what made y'all think I'ma still drink Coke and be healthy?
No.
At
seriously.
any point because it said diet.
Right.
What?
You know who we talking
You
to.
knew you was fooling when you picked up that.
Let me
shit,
Let me get a triple cheeseburger.
So
But ain't that
now,
wild?
so that means
With
that's
a
about to
Diet
go to a
Coke.
lawsuit then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
No, they
but-
coming with that information.
Dang, well, yeah. All
You know
right,
how
we need
much
to be
they
on
have to
that.
pay all of us?
Yeah.
Because of something like
Yeah,
that.
we need to.
We
Well,
ain't gonna get that much money collectively,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I'm just saying that's a big lawsuit.
Ever had some? Well,
You said, go ahead, read it one more time for me again.
the World Health Organization declares that a sweetener in Diet Coke is a cancerous carcinogen. End quote.
And I
Wow.
think on the can it say sucrose.
Man, something wild, man.
they think on the can that say sucrose.
It might.
I be on my glucose.
It might, man.
Sucrose is Latin for cancer.
That was a good one. On the real.
Bro, that goes back to the lab and
Back to the
it's
lab.
been lit. It's been it's like y'all said, bro. Once after the war when they was repopulating, up until about what y'all say about 2013, 2014, when they was like, whoa, wait a minute, getting overpopulated out here.
For real.
Yeah, man.
Or they've always been under crowd control.
They always been on crowd control, but now we're reaching numbers that they feel like are alarming.
So we don't turn to cannibalism.
Wait, what?
So we don't turn into cannibalism.
End of the world, bro.
That's
I'm telling
possible.
y'all. It is very possible.
Very possible.
Why would we do cannibalism when we got clone meat?
That's why
And
they making that clone meat.
That's
what he said. They making the clone meat so we won't eat each other.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm with it.
But they want to minimize it too as much.
But you let me know how that. I'm talking about you. Let me know how that is. I'm finna go make some tacos, some clone meat right now.
Niggas been if you
Hey,
bring
I
it
on the
up,
clone meat,
I wanna know how
dog.
it
See,
looks.
all you gotta do is season it. Hey, how you do turkey
if
burgers?
you ever went to Taco Bell after 8 p.m.,
Man.
You ever went to Waffle House at 3 in the morning?
you already ate clone meat.
You ever went to
Oh, no.
McDonald's?
You ever went to McDonald's?
Period.
You didn't eat clone meat, nigga.
Talking about
What are you talking about,
double
man?
patty.
Double patty.
on a sesame seed.
Like,
bun.
if you get your meat from Dollar General,
Dollar General.
Dollar
bro?
General got meat.
No, stop
They got
playing with
free.
me.
I'm not playing with you. They got meat.
they got a freezer.
They got a freezer. The two.
Yeah.
$4.99. It say Clover Valley
Meat.
meat.
Meat. It just say meat on there. It don't identify what type of meat. It just say meat. Good meat. Good meat. Real talk. Talking about.
It don't even say ground beef. It say meat.
They show you know, I usually show the cow body. In there. It's gonna be what's the little mineral chart thing that they be showing? It's just gonna be that. They gonna show the scientific chemical.
It's gonna be that with a bunch of different animals' feet. You know what I'm saying? Like a chicken foot.
That's crazy.
Frog
We
legs.
used the rump of a rhino.
Exactly. Like,
The rump of a
good
rhino.
meat, man. That's what spam is. I feel like.
Bro, spam is everything.
Spam
This dude
is
used to
good
work at a
meat.
hot dog spot, bro. He
Oh,
told me what hot
Hold on,
dogs
listen.
was.
That job did not last long.
It
but
did.
Listen, we had to put the hazmat suits on, right?
Yeah.
So let me remind you, I got this job through
A temp agency.
A temp agency. So I didn't know what was going on. Right. So they like, you gotta put this hazmat on, suit on. I'm like, okay. I'm like, for real? Like, why we need that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why we being protected from, like, organs and stuff? And I was like, organs? Then he started breaking it down. So I'm like, oh, I'm working in a department where it's the slaughterhouse.
It's slaughterhouse,
yeah,
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And so I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Cause really, I ain't gonna lie. Me seeing too much blood, I
Catch
be
me,
like,
dog. I
You
cannot.
coming with that
hey,
one,
look, bro,
alright.
me
This
seeing
is,
too much blood. But this is where it started killing me. So they already messing up my mind as I'm going to the job site or where I gotta work. So basically, my job was I had to take down this pipe system that was running up the wall
Mm-hmm.
and clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was I was already freaked out before I even got to the pipes.
Oh.
So nigga, when we first went in, it was just a puddle of blood already on the floor. And you had to step in there and you're walking in the blood. And there's guts in the blood.
Oh.
Kidney beans, nigga.
Ugh.
You know what I'm saying? Like you walking in it. And so it's midnight and we are the team that's supposed to be sanitizing everything.
Oh, heck no.
You see what I'm saying? So everything I'm reaching in and grabbing is flesh. It's all flesh.
Flashy pig.
I grabbed the kidney.
It busted in his hand. He saw the acid and shit run down his hand.
It said goop. It said goop. And then splashed in the water. Like I was freaked out the whole night. I'm freaked out the whole night. And I think the last part, I grabbed a chitlin or something. Like,
He's just pulling it. He's
Oh.
pulling the chimney.
and then, no, seriously. And then at about 3 a.m, you hear the trucks coming.
With the squealing.
Man, bro.
With the alive pigs?
No, they were doing the cows this night.
Oh shit!
And nigga, I ain't never heard no animal sound like that ever in my life. Like I got to hear the torment
Yo,
of that.
And
animal.
niggas ain't fucking with the clone meat.
y'all need to be fucking
I'm
with
like,
that.
y'all niggas need to be
bro.
No, that's another thing they was talking about too, as far as like coming with that, because the slaughter that they put these animals
Man, it's
through,
crazy.
and we're eating it.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big topic to talk about.
You
know
treat
what I mean?
you treat the motherfuckers like they mindless.
Yeah.
You may as well just
and they
eat the
hollering,
mindless
bro.
meat.
Bro,
The
they,
mindless,
you can hear
soulless
it. You
meat.
can hear the torment in the cry of the cow. Like seriously, like I was like,
hell yeah, because it's a fucking animal.
and they pushing it in a grinder while he was alive.
Oh, alive, not
But
even
that's why.
sedated.
But I didn't get to see. I saw the machine like where I was
Nigga
standing.
said not even sedated.
Not
I
even
can see- you're done.
sedated.
I can see it around there, cause they hollering. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, that's
So I don't know if they chopping the legs off at that moment or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden they weren't hollering no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You heard it for
The
a
worst
moment.
30 seconds you
No,
ever
man.
heard in your life.
But it
Maybe
was
they
about-
was going for the neck, and the nigga
But
just
see, that's what I
knew it
would
was
have thought.
Because you would hope that you put it out as misery first, and then you start cutting it up. Like, what kind
Exactly.
of
I
wild
thought
shit is
they,
that?
I thought they had a device, bro, where they right through the brain.
But see, y'all think about this. This was the 90s.
Still, shit,
you know-
we've been slaughtering animals for a long time. We done got to
But
the
see,
point
but
where
they
we
probably didn't have, you know, the thought
They
to
didn't
do
have
it
to
the
have
way.
to die, but at least kill a nigga.
Well, yeah,
That's
they
all
should at
we
least
know.
know that. Yeah. I agree with that part. Yeah, they need to at least know. Okay, let's just cut his neck. But what if that was the case that they cut
That's what
his
I'm
neck
saying.
and then it one didn't die
Oh,
instantly?
that was yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't get to see exactly how they were
But animals
slaughtering
are
it.
smart. It probably if they did it like that, damn near they could have probably already felt like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is bullshit.
I've never
I
seen
already know,
I've
nigga,
never
I
seen
already
how
know
you
what's
slaughter.
happening. Yeah,
Man.
real shit.
Because
never
the
seen
other
how you
cows are
slaughter
still
a
on the
cow.
truck.
Yeah.
And they seeing this one
And
get
they hear
slaughtered.
it, yeah, them niggas know.
And they probably all trying to go to the back of the
Yeah,
truck.
real
and away.
talk.
Man, dog, I was like, nah, this ain't my department.
At all.
Real talk.
That job did not last long.
That's
I
an
think I did 2 or 3 days.
They wouldn't have got. They would have got
No,
me
no,
after
no,
the
no.
blood.
I only did one night.
I was like, oh.
I
Nope.
came back the next day, and then I had to talk with him. And was like, I wasn't expecting all this. Y'all gotta send me somewhere else.
Put me in the meat cleaning department when it's all said and done.
They was paying good too, though.
I bet.
You got to do that. You got to.
That's that shit niggas used to feed their family off of. Yeah, I gotta go to the warehouse.
And see, I'm from the city. I'm not used to this country stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
warehouse at 5 a.m. won't be back till, you know what I'm saying, 5 p.m.
Yeah,
6
right.
p.m.
that's why when grandma traumatized me with them chickens too.
Oh yeah, wringing the neck.
I think that's what did it, cause that chicken chased me and they didn't have no head.
He knew it was you too.
Hey, I was gone. Yeah, I remember that little part, the little gravel. They go to the road, and that white, that little. Tell you, that thing was running. She just
Young
laughing.
LP running.
She laughing, boy.
Get the chicken, Grandpa. Get the chicken.
I remember I was young too.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy world.
Yeah,
Crazy world
man.
we live in.
We got him
One of many. Just put that out there. One of many worlds.
I feel like I should save this one for another one, but
Then save it.
I mean,
Or
we have 45 minutes, so we got a little bit of time.
we got a little bit.
We got another one more topic.
Yeah, but this one's wild.
Let's go.
How would a Supreme Court's affirmative action ruling affect college admissions? Apparently, they had a ruling against affirmative action recently. Yeah,
Bruh.
so when you say they gotta be doing something behind the scenes,
They doing something.
done it. They did it in June 30th.
I know what you was talking about when you said they swept stuff under the rug. You remember a couple years ago before COVID? You remember a couple years ago before COVID where they was trying to stop talking about slavery in the school systems?
Yeah. I do remember that.
That's what they was, wow, dog. Y'all trying to get us, bro.
Wait a minute, man.
Supreme
Wait a minute.
Court's-
Affirmative action.
The Supreme Court's decision ending race-based admissions policies at colleges and universities leaves in place other forms of affirmative action like legacy preferences and early admissions. Affirmative action policies that disproportionately benefit white students,
Mm-hmm.
says Catherine Meyer. Meyer looks at how underrepresented students enrollment dropped in students that previously banned race-based affirmative action and how some have tried to increase student diversity through race-neutral methods.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Man, what's going on? What's going on?
So they're striking down programs. Supreme Court ruling.
So the Supreme Court, what we saying? Like ain't no more help for the rec kids. I say it like that. Inner city kids can't get it.
This is crazy.
Started with the abortions.
Started with the
Started with the
abortion.
abortion ban.
See, that's what I be talking about,
They're
bro.
trying to warn us.
They trying to keep their people up.
And this is probably just a little Jenga block in the whole thing. Like, I don't know if I'm trying to read to see if it's a full against all of affirmative action or if it's like certain parts or something like that. But even that is just a systematic dismantling.
That's. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm kind of a little confused as well.
Yeah.
Because in a way, they are, like you said, the breaking of these systematic systems that kind of like,
They have been in place for over many years.
like, because what y'all call the red line is sort of the same tactic.
Yeah.
Right. So, wow. I don't know if I want to be happy or if I want
I mean, if we can produce the same amount of information, man, it is what it is. Because it's all accessible. If they go change it, we just change ours to what we want to change ours to. Which is everything that they don't do.
Yeah,
More.
because, okay, let's see this. They say the decision was held by prominent conservatives who say the Constitution should be colorblind, with former President Donald Trump calling it a great day for America. Liberals, however, condemned the ruling, saying affirmative action is a key tool for remedying historic race discrimination.
Yeah. I mean, you put it in place because they had a 400-year lap that they
Right.
got to run on niggas.
Yep, straight up.
And here we are, what, 40 years
40
into
years.
the race equalizer, and they're like, you know what?
This ain't gonna work.
We were wrong. We should have never included color in anything. You guys are so right. Matter of fact, we're colorblind.
That's why
We
I'm
don't
so-
see color.
That's
Like,
why I'm so 50-50.
but nah, fuck that. It ain't, nah, it's too early. That's the
Why
right
you
way to
say
be
that?
thinking.
Yeah.
Think about it once we caught up, nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Feel that way once we caught up.
Yeah. Real talk.
Don't start feeling that way, just because we starting to get on your heels, nigga.
Right,
Fuck all that.
Right.
Wait till we get where we supposed to be.
I still got too much shit that y'all control.
Yeah, shit, I'm happy about it too when we get
there.
ours, nigga.
Shit, where my 40 acres? bitch?
These niggas, man, they right when we start talking about reparations in California, all of a sudden they want to be colorblind.
Nah, fuck that.
What y'all got going?
Because you know what? Because this is what I'm thinking about too. Because like even when they started talking about the Constitution, right, and how they consider a race 1/3 of a person, and then that's always been a problem with me. Even with those who are calling themselves American state nationals, when it comes to people of color, they have to be integrated into their certain way because of how the Constitution stated how those people are 1/3 of a person. And so that's why I'm kind of I have to sit on this
No,
information for a second.
it's not even like it's a lot to think about in a way, but at the same time, it's like it's obvious too.
Yeah.
White people being white.
We're in the system.
Yeah.
They made the system a long time ago. They got to benefit from the system, and now they want to make the system fair
Right.
when the iniquity is already in place.
Man.
Let the iniquity dissolve first, and then we'll start anew.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not wrong, but it's like we already here. Like,
It's
you
like it's
can't-
not, and it's like it's not from the heart.
Exactly.
And you can't take. Yeah, that's
It's
why I'm
obviously
saying. That's why I'm
deceiving.
saying that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like.
It's so deceiving. It's like, yo,
It's like you know
Give
when
me
you
my
cry for
money.
something for so long, and then when you finally get it, you can't even enjoy it
Yeah.
because it's like it feels. I don't know.
No,
I have so many different
this
mixed
is what
emotions
it
with
is.
that.
This is a perfect example for it. It's you being the kid trying to play on the game the whole day. They finally give you the controller, but the controller dead.
Dead as hell.
Good
Dead as a
one.
doorknob.
Good one. Thank
You've
you.
been asking for
Thank
it, here
you.
it
Thank
is,
you.
but the shit don't work.
Thank you.
It
What
ain't
you
even
mean?
that controller don't even go to that system.
Yeah.
You should have gave me the controller earlier.
Because recently, y'all just spit in our face when they passed legislation to where if anybody does anything, is it Chinese people or something like that?
Yeah, no, ours was lynching. They just passed the lynching bill 2.5 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? And they protected those people.
But
right?
yet the Asian.
But they
thing was
still
the-
haven't done that for us at all.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you're doing that, that don't justify anything.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, I see y'all trying to implement that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I got mixed emotions.
They
dog.
give
I
it
got
to
mixed
you.
give me
emotions,
my
dog.
They give
money,
it to
bro.
you. They give it to you at the wrong time. This is a new tactic. There was another tactic that they used to have.
They keep it from you.
political way. No, they do it to you, and then they pretend that you did it to yourself.
Self.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we giving you what you want before you know that you don't want it yet.
Right.
And so now it's either you mishandle it or you ask for us to take it back.
And you still
And then
don't
when
get
it's
the
time
point.
for us to really need it, when it's actually time for us to need it, they can point back and say there's a
Well, we
precedent.
can't get a chance.
Exactly.
Just give me my money.
You know, because it's just like that when we ask for reparation. They say, well, it didn't happen to you in particular.
Yeah, it's like, but my ancestors. Then don't the Jews that got enslaved,
But
don't they
that's why
still
they
get
try-
their money?
But that's part
Don't
of
the people in war in the two crashes when them, and if y'all didn't know this, people do get paid from 9/11. If their family was in that building,
Oh, yeah.
they are still getting paid to this day. They get money.
Yeah.
The Arabs bring their money over here. They get money from y'all because it's taxed. Yeah, you didn't think I knew that, did you? I know what's going on out here.
No, but yeah.
Give us
man.
our money, bro. We literally built all of this.
It's
No,
gonna
you know
be
what?
enough money to destroy the entire economic fabric of
What they
the
built.
Federal Reserve and what they have right now, because that's how much they owe us.
Right.
And the longer they wait, the more it compounds.
Exactly.
And when
Just
we
give
start
us some
talking
word.
about that, that's when
Because
they
I-
start doing the shit that they just did.
Yeah,
with the
because
Affirmative
I'm like,
Action.
because we basically saying you're at a price now to where even if you gave it that, it still kind of don't make up for it.
At
They
all.
would have to give it to us for. It would have to be like a 100-year contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
because
like that.
it's been that many damages. It's
Yeah.
been that much damage. You know what I'm saying? You think about the way they use, just even with
That's why they
the
wanna be
war on
covered.
drugs. You know what I mean? Just
Yep.
with that, I could just mention that. I ain't even gotta go to, and then I ain't even talking about slavery yet.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Just talking about how they the redlining. You know what I
Man,
mean?
listen,
Like,
they gonna give us the planet when we can't even, when everything fucked up.
And that shit burnt.
That's why they trying to
and
move
they ain't got no,
and do
they ain't
all
got
this
nowhere
extra.
else. They ain't got nowhere else to put the waste, and that's why I was having when we was talking about them finding the new Earth
Mm-hmm.
and them
Yep.
going and actually leaving some of us here.
Facts. They gonna do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what? Y'all can have your
if you
reparations.
ain't got enough
Take
money,
Earth.
you know, all the superstars and all
Yeah.
the
Hey,
actors and you know
I'll
all
tell
of
you
them
exactly
got
how
their
it's
votes
gonna
ready.
happen. I'll tell you exactly how it's gonna happen.
What?
Fast forward. What are we saying? Flash forward.
Flash
Fast
forward.
forward.
I just had a flash forward. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas have flashbacks. I have flash forwards.
Okay, okay. I like that one. I like that one.
Nigga, people is gonna go out there just like Jeff Bezos and all them. They going out there right now testing it. We getting all this. The hood Twitter, hood Facebook. I mean, I would never
Right.
get that.
That's why I'm going to space
see
now.
that deep into the black community. Yeah, y'all accept that. Y'all will never go out there, and then they gonna go out there and they gonna find. They already found it. They already
Right, they already found
this
it.
super Earth is gonna more water, more air, better,
More-
cleaner,
Better
colder.
cleaner.
Talk about the best shit you ever had.
Taste it. Taste it.
Man, they got a couple of niggas over there already just building, nigga.
Wait.
And they gonna continue to do it. It's gonna be like 50 years of just getting that shit ready. A whole 50 years of niggas talking about I want never.
Never.
That shit. And they gonna leave. And niggas is gonna stay happily. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be where the jam is at. All the fire shit gonna be on the new spot.
On the
You know
new
what I'm
spot.
saying?
New Earth.
And we gonna have gladly taken the hell. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Just like straight
Nigga,
up.
we got it.
Us not being civilized just takes us back to a barbaric state of living,
For sure.
which is gonna mean we gonna go back to slaughtering
Chaos.
each other.
We know.
Yeah, man, it just it'll repeat itself.
But what if that happens, but we make Earth better than it was?
Nigga, shit.
I mean, niggas gotta renew their mind. That
Yeah.
means
Hey.
all this thugging and everything has to come out of our system because when you give a nigga a job, nigga don't want to wipe no walls.
Niggas don't want to wipe no walls.
See, one thing I can say, white people,
Keep
like
up.
even when I go to the gym, that white dude be in there, he irritating everybody, but that man be washing stuff, I'll be like,
You ain't even
boy,
gotta do all that.
no, psh.
And he
But
gonna
that's
do
my
it.
whole point, that's what I'm saying. We not,
If we can tap into our full potential, maybe.
yeah. If we can
Like,
tap
if
into our
if
full,
Africa,
we have to go Wakanda. Everybody has to go
We gotta
Wakanda.
get-
Come on, bro.
You
We
know
gotta
what I'm
go
saying? But we have to
Wakanda, bro.
become a
We gotta take
society.
a page out of the Mexicans, the Mayans,
Listen, bro.
the Hispanics.
Right here.
Because if it's just the Hispanics and the, you know what I'm saying, and the Asians
Yeah, they can do it. This motherfucker.
in a
be-
night,
Man. No, seriously. If we put our minds together, bro, and get on it, like for real with the same energy,
yeah, with the same energy, bro, it's
man,
over.
we can do it.
Bro,
But
it's
we're definitely intelligent enough to make it happen.
Absolutely.
agreed.
We definitely intelligent.
That's why
enough
I
to
bring
make it
Africa
happen.
up, because it's like Africa is like, if they could come together, which they, there's places that come together, but just as a whole,
Right.
and the type of people that we produce,
Man,
the type of genetic diversity that
That's
we
all I'm
produce
saying.
out there,
that's all I'm
like
saying.
we that Wakanda shit is an understatement.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
But that you're right. That's the least minimum that we have to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
act
Once
right.
we touch it, it's the skies.
Just act right, bro. We can be dominant like y'all be wanting to be the kings and queens. Just let them go to that new earth or whatever and kill themselves off.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
They gonna kill themselves off. They gonna clone themselves. That's what
Nigga,
they
bro, we just talked about it in the beginning of the pod. This Star Trek shit is happening. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas gonna be prideful about being stuck on one planet. Niggas gonna have a whole galactic federation.
They gonna change their
joint to
mind.
joint.
I don't
You know
care what nobody
Yeah,
says.
you gotta change your mind. I'm
See,
traveling.
when I say nigga, in this particular aspect, I don't mean all of us. I mean a specific stereotype of type. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Just headstrong,
Just stubborn.
Yeah,
Right,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Niggas love to complain.
No, but no,
Niggas wax and wane.
no, them niggas wake up at some point though. Them niggas gonna see them ships going off and they gonna think.
Like, wait a minute, don't
It's gonna
look
take about
Terry
a month
got
or
his
two.
shit.
No, but I feel like the Earth niggas will find a way
They
to live naturally. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
don't care about none of this other stuff.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? But yeah, man, that's a whole nother. Ooh, man.
That's a fun one.
Off the affirmation, we done went back to the topic of conversation.
That's me. And don't let them get it to where we can drive our own ships there.
I'll be going.
I'm trying to.
I'm Lando in space.
I'm what's my guy? Star Lord.
I'm going.
Star Lord.
I'm
You
Star-Lord.
seen my suit already.
Yeah, we did. Hey,
See
tune
my
in
suit
to Ox
already.
Pod, yo. You gotta show y'all these AI creatures.
No, you know what I'm trying to do?
What?
I've been trying to learn how to, well, I can take that
Mm-hmm.
and animate it where the lips will be moving.
Oh, nice.
And I can just use him.
Oh, that's
If I can, yeah, if I can figure
That's
that
how you
out,
gotta
it's
do
going
it.
down.
That's how you gotta do it,
Yeah,
man.
we gonna see. I'm doing some little test run right now.
Yeah, nigga. So y'all niggas stay tuned for like the next 25, 30 years, nigga. The Humbler in space.
The Humbler, in space.
Humbler in space.
Everybody gonna be on their own ship.
Hey, we might go ahead and throw a bigger green screen and then just throw space behind us from the point on. You know what I'm saying? So we get there.
Hey,
the beginning.
that wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm telling
A
you.
bigger green screen and then we just space it out.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, like, also, really going into space, guys. Like,
Yeah, like real talk though.
No, I just wanted the audience to know.
Real space.
Legit.
Floating.
Cause look, I don't mind.
Mushy
I don't
food.
mind having that experience.
I don't know about all
You
that,
know,
bro.
gotta,
Mushy food?
Does it have to be?
Have you ever had the mushy food?
No.
Shit's delicious sometimes.
yeah, bro.
It really be.
Listen to that sometimes.
No, listen.
It
listen.
depends on which one.
So
you
just
eat.
imagine if it was like banana pudding.
Yeah, it be tasting like banana pudding.
Okay, that's straight.
Yeah, so shit.
You
Yeah,
gotta tear it up.
it's just straight.
Yeah,
It's-
it ain't as bad as you think. Not always.
I just don't want no mushy
Niggas just be
burger.
getting tired of eating the same thing over and over. That's what they be on.
Hey, if y'all want to know how things are gonna look in the future, watch the movie Wall-E.
Okay.
And we'll
Just
leave
don't
y'all-
get fat like them.
We'll leave y'all with that. Watch the movie Wall-E.
E.T. phone home.
Yeah, man, we come in peace.
We coming.
We come in. Hey, listen, we come in peace, bro. I said I just want the weapons. I didn't say I was gonna use them.
And look, and it's the CIA or anybody is watching because we're so close and on point with all of our answers. Just know, we don't want no problems.
But we want money. We would love money. No problems, just money.
Both y'all are crazy. Bro. We didn't want no problem. Then the boy said, we want the money. And I second that emotion. Humbler.
For real, bro.